see you.
Not see you.
That's because I'm not on to be seen yet.
Ooh, that's a yeah. I see you there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, you doing better.
Huh?
I say you doing better. Trying to see what I see. Is it
Only
echoing with you,
you
Kevin?
see what you can see.
Is it echoing with you?
No.
Okay. Then,
Obviously, it is with you, huh?
Yep, a little bit. And
What was that?
I thought that was you hitting your head against something. It wasn't?
I'm not going to say anything yet.
Smart guy. Smart guy. You do learn.
Clater.
Clater. Don't go there. Let's see.
And now, it's about that time.
Re-record on my count. 7, 6, 5, 4.
That was just.
With the coach, Mickey Clayton on INSIiGHTS. 2 eyes in the middle. INSIIGHTS, where we always talk the talk.
Welcome to Two Guys from Cleveland. Popular show. Oh yeah, I see you sporting your Cleveland Brown hat.
No, you see me with a Browns hat. You don't see a damn thing that says Cleveland on this hat.
Oh yeah, okay. My fault. What is that? Yale Browns or something?
Hey, you just never know. You never know.
You never know. One thing I like about you, and we talked about prepping and doing a Two Guys from Cleveland show. What did you say? We got a lot of content to cover this time.
I got a lot of content to discuss tonight.
Let's start off with I was gonna say the team we most talk about is the Browns, but before we go to the Browns, let's go to your best player in the world, LeBron.
Without question, LeBron James is the best player in the world.
Okay, how long you gonna have him in Cleveland now?
I'm sorry. Have we reverted back to some point in history? I mean, what are we talking about now?
LeBron said he gonna get his own team with him and Chris Paul and Carmelo and Dwayne Wade. You know, he's gonna have his own team. Said he's tired of this shit in Cleveland.
Okay, well, again, I think back to you always have been a LeBron hater. LeBron can do what he wants to do. If he leaves Cleveland, the hell with him. Just like the last time we left.
Let's say when he leave, the hell with him, huh?
That's right. I'm a Cleveland fan. I'm not a LeBron fan.
I'm the same way exactly, and that's why even living in Florida, you hear all that yik yak from the Miami Heat fans. No, I said, but no, y'all were laughing at us for the last couple of years when you had him. Now you're around there all pissed off. I said, well, now let's back up. You know, we changed coaches and all of that. LeBron not happy with the players, some of his teammates. Kev, I ain't happy with the way some of them play
either. They're pretty soft, bro.
Kev, I was a Timothy Mozgov fan last year.
Yeah, you loved him.
Loved him.
You started ordering White Russian and using Russian dressing on your salad, bro.
Exactly. And put some on your salad. You didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what it was, but I liked it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. What the hell is wrong with him? He had a knee injury. Hell, Kyrie's knee was more damaged than his. You look at LeBron, they get upset with. Now, sometimes they try to throw him a bounce pass, which I never understand. But then when he's around the rim, whenever he does finish strong, it's like a fascinating moment by every damn body. Everybody's shot. He doesn't play as well. Shumpert, I was never a fan of his before, but he played well last year when he was with us. He doesn't look like the same. I guess delivering a baby did something to him because he ain't been the damn same. You know, he's just LeBron has been fairly consistent to me. I mean, he carried us to Game 6 on his back. Everybody said if we had Kevin Love and Kyrie, we would win. You thought I was crazy last year because I said with them, shit, we didn't play no defense. Now we got them.
J.R. Smith has been the most consistent player all year long for Cleveland.
Wow. I agree with that. But you know, look at it. He's the only one without a long-term contract, too.
Well, he had a 2-year contract.
That ain't long-term.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said that ain't long-term.
Right. But J.R.'s been consistent. Delly, you didn't like consistent.
Still don't like Delly, but he played better the first part of the season.
Don't like Delly.
What's wrong? What are you, a bobblehead doll now or something? Your head going around on a swivel?
Well, I did that. What the hell? How do you not like Delly?
Delly's all right as long as we don't play him longer than 10, 12 minutes. All of a sudden, Delly started to think that he was a jump shooter and started shooting everything when he got open. I'm still not a Delly fan. Delly does okay.
Team in 3-point shooting percentage. He is 4th in the NBA in 3-point shooting percentage. Delly has his turnover to assist ratio is in the top 5 in the NBA. What more would you want from Delly than that? From what you asked Delly to do, Delly has been consistent.
Yeah, as long as he stays 12 minutes. That's it.
Here we go with this revisionist history again. First, you want to go back and want to know about
how. You heard somebody say that on a news story, so now you're trying to find a way to incorporate a word every day in your vocabulary. Revisionist. That's not what's happening.
Oh, that wasn't the right appropriate way to use it.
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Yeah, well then let me get. If you and I were sitting on the corner someplace in Cleveland on 105th, let me just tell you how I'd say it then. What the hell is that bullshit you talking?
Man, that's what I would say. You out here is a Delly. Now, he is not the problem with the Cavaliers. Get to the other problem. The problem is Kyrie and Kevin Love. Yeah,
I think the problem is, I think it's the chemistry of the team, and I don't think it's any individual player. I just don't think that these cats can play together in a way that's going to be a championship team.
That's what I just said.
No, you were talking about individually.
Kyrie and Kevin, they do not play defense. Kyrie has to have the ball in his hands. LeBron carried them last year without them. And then with them, we don't do as well. And it's obvious. It's not just Kevin Love. They tried to make it Kevin. So what they tried to do under Tyronn Lue, they didn't put many elbow touches in. What they did was just try to force the ball to him. Oh, let's give it to him the first 3 times down the floor. Then the hell with his ass. Everybody go for themselves. But they don't run any offense for him.
Well, see, first of all, I mean, let's just be clear. You have never been a Kevin Love fan, so it doesn't matter what he does. You've never been a Kyrie fan. So there's prejudice on your part to begin with.
No, what it's showing is that I was accurate in my early assessments. That's what it shows. Watch with them. They will not go as far as they did last year without them. It will speak for itself, and I will be adjudicated, and what I said will be validated. I'll rest my case. It'll be proven.
So since you have made an attempt to be a revisionist when all 3 of them are on the floor together.
Mm-hmm. Must be bad weather in your house because the picture just went, and so did your voice.
When all of those guys were intact. Yes or no? Did that happen?
I didn't hear none of what you said. Your picture froze, just like your brain.
Okay, well, your damn picture's been freezing, and I picked up what you said because what you said is the same thing you've been saying.
And I've been right.
You don't like Kevin Love, and you don't like Kyrie. My point is, last year in the playoffs, when the three of them were playing, Cleveland was destroying teams. Right or wrong?
Who were they destroying?
They won in the playoffs.
Who were they
Kyrie
destroying?
They beat everybody. Everybody.
Kev, we were beating.
When they get to the finals, we beat who we played, bro. We beat who we played. So I can't hear you right now.
Kevin, it's not that I'm glad you keep bringing up that I was not a Kyrie Irving fan. What I was, and the numbers have proven me to be correct, the conversation was between Curry and Kyrie, and I told you 3 years ago that I preferred Curry, and you got mad at me. What we got? There goes the bobblehead dog.
So why don't we stay focused on the conversation? Why are you going back again 3 years ago?
You the one who said that I never liked Kyrie. I just told you that I like Curry better than him.
Okay, so what do you think is gonna happen?
So was I right or was I wrong?
Were you right or were you wrong?
Yeah, and in my preference of at that time to take Curry over Kyrie.
Well, I'm not sure even how we had that conversation 3 years ago when Curry is 3 years older than Kyrie.
Was I right or wrong? Who would you take today?
Who would I take today?
Yes.
For this particular team?
Who would you take today? Curry or Kyrie?
What are the circumstances? What are the circumstances? For what? To play for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who would I take?
Oh boy, no. To play for the Tucson Tuberculosis Savers.
Curry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that takes a lot for you to finally admit that. But I would not have brought that up again, except that you were talking about I always had something against Kyrie. Kyrie has had his moments. There were moments last year that I actually saw him play defense, and I said, "Wow, he might be turning the corner." Then all of a sudden, Kyrie said, "Man, fuck this. That's too much work." And he went back to stopping on the picks, not fighting over the screens, trying to slap the ball out of people from behind. And I said, we back to bad habits again.
And you don't think because he broke his knee had anything to do with that, right?
No, because
you don't think that he hurt his knee.
I'm talking about last year when he was when he started to play defense.
Right, last year.
He started to come around.
Okay, so what are we talking now?
I'm telling you.
Are we talking about this year or last year?
Last year, he was playing pretty good defense. And
I don't need
hopeful that was him growing up and maturing and trying to be a complete ball player. I don't see you.
All right, hold on. You will now. Hello.
Oh, I see you now. Wow. You hear me? I see you. Hear me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can hear you.
You sound.
And I'm hoping your conversation is than what we last talked about.
Well, my conversation is about as adept as a 3-point jumper by Curry, while yours is as adept as a 3-point jumper by Tristan Thompson.
Why you gotta go with Tristan, bro?
Yeah, wow. I just wanted to get an analogy in there for you.
Speaking of Tristan, I'm a huge TT fan. He has impressed me more this year than any other year. That kid comes to work, man.
I can't argue Tristan.
And he does exactly what his job is. He don't try to do any more or any less.
You're right. I won't argue that. He's earned the money that they gave him, which I question what he got.
Yeah, he came to play. Shumpert, no.
Shumpert is that Kev. I'm telling you, Shumpert doesn't play as well as he did last year. Mozgov either. Delly, he came back better than last year. Tristan is just steady. He knows what his job is. He comes every day with his lunch pail and a hard hat and goes to damn work.
and never complains. He's like, look, if I get 1 shot or 10 shots, I'm still going to get 10 to 12 to 14 boards, and I'm going to play defense.
Yeah. I know you played the game. You know, we talk about it all the time. But when you watch off the ball, they are literally holding Tristan on every play.
Oh, yeah. Two people.
2 people. I've never seen nothing like that in basketball. They literally, when the shot goes up, your job is to bust his ass. And they bust him, hold him, everything. He goes to work every day.
Yep.
You got to respect that. Kevin Love bangs down there. He's a little bit more of a banger than I thought he was. You know, I give him, he bangs a little bit. His jumper is off like hell.
His jumper is crazy off.
Yeah. And then
wide open shots.
And LeBron, though I love his game, if somebody hits 2 jumpers in a row, LeBron gonna
he gonna hit one.
See.
Yeah, LeBron gonna shoot one.
LeBron said that goal is hot. Let me get mine in. The goal is hot.
Hey, the other night, 3 or 4 people hit 3 jumpers in a row, and then LeBron came down and shot one. Like, I guess we all hot.
I tell you, the goal is hot.
Yeah, right.
Kev, if they get to the finals, it'll be they can be upset and not make it. The only thing
am I blurring you?
A little bit.
Okay, yeah, because every now and then you are too, but you good.
The thing with why I would be stunned if they lost, even though it's possible, it's because LeBron told you he wasn't gonna burn himself out for 82 games.
Yeah, and that dude over the last 3 or 4 weeks, Mick, if you look at his numbers, he been pretty steady. He been 25 to 30 points a game, 8 to 10 rebounds a game, 8 to 12 assists a game, blocking a few shots, making some steals. So I'm not worried about LeBron. LeBron showed that he has another gear that very few people have. So LeBron has a playoff gear, and then that cat has a finals gear.
Kev, have you seen him this week?
And if we just got everybody else,
Have you seen him this week when he twice, back to back, went to the hole, turned in traffic, and dumped backwards?
Yeah, man.
In traffic.
I was like,
in traffic. Hey. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, he's worth the price of admission.
So you know they play in about 5 minutes.
They play in about 5 minutes.
And which I don't understand how people are talking about Steph Curry is the greatest basketball player on the floor. Steph Curry is the best shooter, period.
Oh,
Mick, but if I'm starting the team today, I'm still taking LeBron.
I won't argue that. As long as you don't say you starting with Kyrie Irving. But Steph can shoot the shit out of it. I mean, he shoots like it's a video game for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulls that sucker. I mean, he thinks about pulling it when he crosses half court.
Yeah,
and he could shoot it, boy. You can't argue him. You can't argue him. You can't argue him.
I'm anxious. So I've already made a wager with a couple of people. I don't think they're going to make it to the finals.
I won't argue that. Let me put it this way. If San Antonio if they don't play San Antonio and somebody else beats San Antonio for them, then they'll make it. But if they have to beat San Antonio, I don't think they'll get there.
I'm gonna call it Charles Barkley now, and that is when the playoffs start, it gets a lot tighter. They have been going full steam all year long. I just don't think that they're gonna go through Oklahoma City, the Clippers, San Antonio in 4-game series when last year, and if you recall, every series they played, the guard didn't even play. Every series.
That's true.
You know, including you get to Cleveland. And that has to do more so, in my opinion, of, okay, Steph, regular season, you can sit back and shoot like that, and y'all can play up and down the court. But these cats are going to go at him offense in the playoffs. So I think with Chris Paul is going to take his game to a different level offensively. I think Westbrook, if they get him, he's going, 48 minutes. So that's the point that I'm making. When it's intensified, where it's been over a 7-game series, for them to have to go through 4 of those or 3 of those to get to the finals, we'll see.
I won't argue that. Now, quiet as it's kept, your boy Billy Donovan has done a decent job as a first-year coach in the NBA.
Who?
Billy Donovan with Oklahoma City, OKC. He's done a good job. Now, let's get to the other topic real quick here in Cleveland.
I'm a little confused.
Why are you confused?
Bro, when was the last time you coached? Been about what, 4 or 5 years?
Uh-huh.
I think you can take today Westbrook and the former reigning MVP and do pretty good. I think you could.
Yeah, but I'm a pretty good coach. Just sit my ass at home like you.
Yeah, so fuck Billy Donovan. You did what? Because he's from Florida? Is that why you? I think he did a good job. I think he did a piss poor job with the talent he got.
That's what you would say. He's in the West. It ain't easy to come out the West, boy.
So the West is nowhere near what the West has been before. If you look at the East, go ahead, pull it up now. Look at the East standings versus the West standings, and it's not like this ain't the West of the whole. You got 8 teams in the East now that are significantly over 500, whereas you didn't have that before. You got a few teams in the West now that are going for that 6, 7, 8 spot that are just barely above 500. It ain't the same West, bro.
Okay, we'll see. But
we will see.
We will see. Still, tell me about RG3. Bust or boom?
I think RG3 has an opportunity to be a bust. I mean, not a bust, a boom. Boom.
Okay.
I got my bees.
So you got your bees busted up.
Yeah, I like what they've done.
Okay. But you like Ray Farmer too, though.
I like what Ray Farmer did after the 3rd round of every draft.
I like what Ray Farmer did on his way out the door, the way he closed it behind him.
Hey, 4 through 7, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th round, Ray was good.
But he outthought himself 1 through 3, didn't he?
Well, I would still, and you and I discussed this, I think coaching in Cleveland was as bad as the player selection process. Here's my points. Cam Irving was, this is not just Cleveland, this is national reporter, national analyst, all had him as being, and one of the quotes was, if he plays center, he'll be an all-pro center. Play him someplace else, he'll be a good football player. I think coaching, they screwed that kid up by having him play, 5 positions here? Or learn 5?
Who does that? Who does that with a rookie?
Pettin. All right, and Gilbert. So I don't know anything about what Gilbert's personal issues were or any of that effect, but I do know Gilbert was projected as the number 2 cornerback coming out the draft against the other guy Fuller, who was with the Bears. They were neck and neck, 1 and 2. So it wasn't like these cats were a reach. The only reach was a Johnny Manziel reach. I was a Manziel fan until I saw Manziel.
At least you own it, Kevin.
I was a Manziel fan, but I'm still a Gilbert fan. I think the defensive coordinator was absolutely terrible. I think the scheme was not. You heard veterans complaining about the scheme. So for a kid who's coming in, and then if you notice, even in the worst of days, when Cleveland was not going anywhere, they're playing Jonathan Babamosi. I mean, why not play the kid? Right. What was the worst thing that was going to happen? Instead of a 50-yard bomb, it's going to be a 40-yard bomb. So I think Pettin, once he didn't like you for whatever reason, you just didn't play.
I agree. And it set our franchise back with the draft picks that they made, and even the way they treated the free agents. You know, you never should have gotten to the stage that we got to have lost all of it. What would you be thinking?
Well, correct. But at the same time, I'm not. Hey, Mick, the offensive line was the second worst offensive line last year. And you and I were talking about during the season. It's like, wait a minute, how are we supposed to have this great running game? Those cats could not run block. They couldn't block. I mean, they gave up 53 sacks last year, the second most. So it's like, all right, you can't run block. You can't pass protect. Why would I pay Alex Mack $10 million a year?
Right.
Okay, for mediocre results.
I was not upset with that. I tend to think a lot of times that in Cleveland we overvalue our own players.
Yeah.
And if they go somewhere else and do well, then I wish them good luck. You know, but they weren't doing that with us. I mean, we were having trouble with the offensive line.
Gibson was horrible last year.
He was.
He was horrible.
He was.
The cats they brought in behind him played as well as he did.
That's true.
So Gibson, okay, why would I pay him the money he got? Then you Babamosi, who I talked about, special team player. You down a dozen. You were a terrible cornerback. Then we just lost Roberson, the linebacker. He was a serviceable backup linebacker. Dime a dozen you can get there. Schwartz. Hey, I don't know, and I don't know if you were sitting there at the negotiating table, but if they said to him, here is a offer we're gonna put on the table to you, and if you go out and shop this in the marketplace, then we probably gonna pull the market. I mean the offer off. We gave you our best offer, which
they laughed at that offer.
Yeah, they laughed at it.
Yeah.
And it was a couple $1 million more than what he actually got. So I actually appreciate the fact that they had some nuts, and they were like, "No, we told you, it's a new regime. They're creating their own process of how they're going to do business, and it's like the agents are not going to tell us what we're going to do."
Right.
So Schwartz, what I think they're going to do is move your guard to tackle. The kid that played at Nevada.
Mm-hmm. Greco.
What's his name? No. Yeah. So he played tackle in college.
Yeah, he did.
All right. So I think they move him to tackle. They got plenty of picks they can draft. They can get a guard. They can get a starting guard. Greco will probably go to center with Irving. I think they just stick Cam in there. Mm-hmm. He was a center. He was an All-American center, and everybody said they drafted him to replace Matt.
That's right. Yeah.
So
now you get a chance to replace him.
And it's like how much worse could the offensive line be than what it was?
And cheaper.
And cheaper. So they can get younger, they can get stronger, they can get quicker at a lower price.
Right.
At a cheaper price. So what do you think about RG3? RG2, what is he? Second, third?
Yeah, I was not a RG fan, but he's with Cleveland, so I'm an RG fan.
Yep.
I'm hopeful that you can be the quarterback whisperer, because it's amazing that we finally have a coaching staff member that people in the national media respect.
Yeah. And as you pointed out, all the guys that they're bringing in from the assistant standpoint.
He got a heck of an offensive staff.
Right. My man has another quarterback guru. What's his name? Pep Johnson?
Pep Hamilton.
Pep Hamilton, who coached Luck. And I just think if all them get huddled up, and supposedly he had a hell of a workout.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah, that's what they were saying. You know, when he came, because he spent 2 days in Cleveland.
Right.
And they said when he came in, he had a hell of a workout. And at that point, Hugh Jackson was like, I want this kid. Okay. So if it's me, and I don't care about any of those other 2 quarterbacks, Wentz and the other 2 guys from Cal and elsewhere, somebody can get that number 2 pick. Do you know what the number 2 pick went for with RG3, right?
Yeah, 3 number 1 and number 2.
Number 2. 3 number 1s and number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, somebody can get that number 2 pick. If I can move back, stay within the top. If I stay within the top 7,
mm-hmm.
and then I can get a couple more number 1s, another number 2 this year. Nick, we need talent. We need young talent. I'm moving out of that because I don't think any of those quarterbacks are coming in and starting day 1. And they aren't. Nobody said these guys are franchise quarterback. It's like the best that's in the class.
Kev, let me tell you why I don't like that. I hope we take a quarterback in the second round. None of them are ready now.
Second round or second pick?
Second pick, I'm sorry. Then we take one. I like the fact that having RG, we don't have to rush him. If RG comes around, does well, more power to him. Hey, that allows us some depth we have never had at a position we needed at. Because we still need it. I don't want to be in a position 2 years from now when he leaves or gets hurt that we still need another quarterback. We're not going to get much better than the second pick unless if we fall off and get the first pick last year, then RG3 got hurt or he really didn't come around at all. You know, yeah, we got some comp picks. New rule change. I think they allow you to trade those picks now. I stand corrected on it. I won't stand by that 100%. I know you couldn't trade them before, but we got 3 of them. We got 10 picks, at least 10 picks. We need them all now. We need them all. I just hope we don't do the Ray Farmer and start trading 2 picks to move up 1 spot again.
Well, I didn't hear you said Ray Farmer and who?
You know, Ray Farmer. Remember, he would trade 2 picks to move up 1 spot in the draft.
Okay, you blaming that on Ray? That wasn't Ray. That was the organization before Ray who moved up 2 spots and traded 2 picks to get Trent Richardson.
Ray did the same thing to move up to get not to get Gilbert. He traded down.
Right, so it's a history of it. All right, so let me ask you this, which I'm very surprised. I'm actually shocked, and my head's gonna start bobbling again. If nobody is saying either one of the top 2 quarterbacks, they just happen to be the best in coming out. It's almost like women.
Oh Lord, you gonna put your foot in your mouth now.
And if you walk in a club and you walk around and you're normal, not normal, the Clayton normal is we looking for 9s and 10s, and there's only 5s and 6s in the club.
Then you getting cussed out for bringing us to the wrong club. I'm just saying. You're fading in and out again.
You were talking about going to the wrong club. And speaking of which, Kevin Love just opened up the game with a 3-pointer against the Knicks.
They might play well tonight without Kyrie. He's not playing tonight, I understand. So I'm sure that LeBron got a point to prove that they can roll without him.
Again, you're just a Kyrie hater.
I told you it's gonna prove itself this year that what I said was correct and how they did and went further without him. I'm telling you.
How could they have gone further without him? And he played in the finals.
They have to win now.
He played in the finals.
Yeah, he played a game. He played a game.
Right. 26, 8, and 5 against your boy.
Okay. All I say is we'll see how they do. They started your boy Deli, huh? And talking about Kevin Love, he just missed 2 layups. Rebound, miss it, rebound, miss it, rebound, and looking astonished.
Hey, we talking about the Browns right now.
Oh, yeah. You were bragging about how he opened up with a 3. You went back to the Kevin Love I'm used to seeing all year, missing shots under the basket, and then face all frowned up because he missed him.
Okay, we need to focus here, man. As I said, I would not take any of those 2 quarterbacks because they're the best in the club doesn't mean they're up to the standards of being ready.
And they don't have to be because we'll have RG3. But we will be set with our quarterback. Some people have said the boy.
Why wouldn't we trade the pick? Here's what I would do. I would trade to stay in the top 7. Imagine having RG3. You need to be focused here, man. You need to be focused. Get your VCR. Do some record.
Yeah. Press and record. Let me put TiVo on.
Yeah. So here's what I would do. Imagine this, because right now it's supposedly we don't have talent. We don't have a team. And I think that's bullshit. I think when it's all said and done, we will have a competitive team that we feel. So assuming Josh Gordon comes back, do you like our tight end?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So imagine Cleveland trading out of that pick, staying within the top 7, picking up another number 2, 2 more number 1s, and picking Ezekiel out of Ohio State in the top 7. So now I got Gordon coming back. I got RG3. I got an all-pro tight end. I got a potential superstar running back. I'm telling you, Ezekiel, he's a worker, man. He just comes to work. He comes to work. And he can catch it. He can block. He can run it. I got Hawkins in the slot, which Hawkins is a good slot receiver. If you put him back in the slot, he ain't your number 2 receiver. I'm probably going to pick up another receiver in the draft. I'm going to rebuild my offensive line through the draft. And we ain't talking about a bunch of picks. We're talking about 2 or 3 picks. And if we can get another number 2, you can get a starting tackle. You can get a hell of a wide receiver. Only because I can't afford to have the number 2 pick in the draft sit. Can't do it. Won't do it.
He said, "Can't do it, won't do it."
Won't do it. Not when I can pick up quality picks. I can pick up a couple more number 1s. I can pick up another number 2.
Okay.
If either one of these cats were James Winston, or your boy from Tennessee, or Oliver Luck, I'm not Oliver Luck. Luck. I know his daddy's name is Oliver.
Yeah, I said you're gonna pick up his daddy, huh?
Or even RG3 back in the day. But none of these guys are that level. That's the only reason why I don't want to waste my number 2 pick on either one of these quarterbacks. If they were projected to be franchise quarterbacks, even the coaches, both of their coaches said, our kids aren't ready yet. Hopefully they can go someplace and sit. Each one of the coaches are those quarterbacks.
If we have RG3, then they can come and sit for us.
But for what? Why? What?
We will then have a franchise quarterback.
But if they're not even projected to be franchise quarterbacks, neither one of them.
All right,
you gonna make them into franchise quarterbacks by sitting? That makes a lot of sense, Coach.
We'll see. That's same way you thought about Kyrie Irving and Johnny Manziel. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I love how you run yourself. You like to live on the loose limb of oak wood, because that shit gets cut out under you all the time. So it's all right. You know, we'll have to pick this up.
It's all speculation.
Yeah.
We'll
have to pick this up on the next edition of Two Guys from Cleveland, man. We have to pick that. We have to pick that up on the next one. Because your argument is not a valid one, but I'll give you the time to repeat it again, because it ain't a good one.
All right, bro.
I'll give you a chance to repeat it. And what I need to get is your boy Todd Lampley and Credell in here, so that they could share their thoughts with you on some of these things that you're trying to convince people of.
I just don't go in the club looking for 5s and 6s. I walk out with 9s and 10s, or I go to another club.
Okay, well, we need to do something with you here.
Stay up to date with the latest from INSIights. Visit our website at INSIights.com. 2 eyes in the middle, INSIights.com.
INSIights is a copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, a Florida corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises and is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on INSIights represent their independent thoughts and representation.